In my most recent role, I was literally let go on my 89th day, which I didn't even realize until after it happened, because I was literally let go in the middle of a social media campaign that I created and that I was managing and running at the time. I felt that this company needed me as an asset and needed my work as an asset in the work that I was doing for diversity and inclusion, and that there was no way that anything that anyone felt like, oh, well, she speaks up a lot, or she's, talking about microaggressions. I just didn't believe that anything of that such a small nature would ever cost me my role. But I was wrong. On May 21st, in the middle of the afternoon, in the middle of all of the work and campaigns I was doing for the Diverse Intelligence series and all of these different projects, I was terminated. And, the tears come, the feeling of doubt, the feeling of anger, so many feelings kind of rush within you and rushed within me when those terminations happened. It truly is something that I don't wish on anyone. The worst thing about getting fired is having to tell people that you've been fired. And unfortunately, what I learned the first time I was let go in 2018, after 2 weeks of being at a company and not being allowed to run any social media, I learned how many people this happens to. I remember reaching out to 3 or 4 of my college friends who are now very successful in their companies and in their roles and lives. And I told them, they let me go. And they were like, that happened to me too. And I'm like, what? Wait, this happened to you too? You've been fired? But you're amazing. You're excellent. You're smart. You have a degree. You have great work. You have great experience. You speak up. You're on time. You're very punctual. You're professional. You dress correctly. You speak correctly. You do everything that you need to do in order to get the job, be in the role, learn what you need to learn, and execute. But no matter what, unfortunately, when you are working for people who don't value you or don't see the value in you, your job is expendable, or that's how it seems to me. I realize now that there are things I have to look for when I'm looking for jobs. Is the person that's hiring me truly committed to hiring me for the same reasons that I want to be here? I now have to protect myself when I'm working, when I'm interviewing, to find out if this may potentially become a hostile situation or a hostile workplace environment. I've been micromanaged. I've been told that I'm not performing even when I'm performing. I've been told that I'm not executing even when I am executing. Even in this last role, I was never given a quarterly review. I was so excited to get my first quarterly review because I know I'd been doing a lot of great work and I had received so much praise from my coworkers. It's still even a shock to a lot of my coworkers that I'm not even at this company because no announcement was made, of course. No email was sent. People are still completely in the dark. And unfortunately, that's what happens when they let someone of color go from a company of this magnitude or this large or so homogeneously white. These companies who struggle with diversity, when their employees leave or when you have high turnover, there's never a discussion or a reaching out of how to reconcile, how to fix things, or how to actually pinpoint the issue that existed. The issue that existed in this most recent role was that my manager felt threatened by me. The issue that existed in the first role I told you about, my manager, a white man, also felt threatened by me. And I was told this multiple times and it just never made sense. I was like, how can someone who just hired me feel threatened by me? How can someone who is telling me that they love my work and my resume and my websites and all of the work I've done, my consulting company, but at the same time feel as if I'm a threat to them or their position? As a Black woman, I don't know how to change this. And that's why I have always wanted to work for a Black-owned company. Because what else am I left to do? It doesn't matter how you talk, what you dress like. It doesn't matter what you say or don't say. If someone feels uncomfortable around you in the workplace, all of a sudden you are the subject of a problem, the subject of a situation that needs to be fixed. And there is no fixing what has happened to me. So I have decided to share my story to inspire, hopefully, anyone watching this to speak up and to go after anything that you want. I have no regrets at all about the companies that I've worked for and the work that I've done, because my work speaks for itself. And I'm just thankful for those who have encouraged me to speak out and tell my story today. And I'm very grateful for this platform. As an African-American woman y alguien que puede hablar en español también, el racismo es un problema mundial. Racism is a global problem. It's a global issue, and it needs global solutions. But even starting here right now in the United States, I am committed to do the work that it's going to take to save the next woman, the next graduate, the next Black professional, the pain of being terminated for being who you are. Thank you.